Haqeemi, sometimes referred to as Battleship Island, or Gonkanjima, is located on the southwest coast of Nagasaki Prefecture. The tiny, 6.5-acre island got its name because, from a distance, its many concrete and steel structures made it look like a battleship. Haqeemi was one of the most popular locations in Japan for coal mining in the early to mid-1900s, and the island once had the greatest human density on Earth.
As a dramatic life-sized artifact of the beginnings and difficulties of industrial Japan, just its abandoned remains are all that are left today.
First of all, Takashima Island was part of feudal lands belonging to the Fukuhori family. In 1850, Nagasaki became an international port on the way to China and way station for foreign commercial cargoes. Because of this factor, a lot of sailors, such as Great Britain, USA and Western countries, were using steamer, and demand for coal was growing.
Takashima has produced a quality coal and make a lot of money.
In 19th centuries, Takashima Island has been sold to Mitsubishi Company, which is largest company in Japan. By that time, Mitsubishi Company starts beginning the process of development in this island, and as the result, the design of building and the arrangement of the buildings had made the island look similar as a Tosa battleship. In 1916, there is 3,000 people and has produced 150,000 tons of coal, and Mitsubishi Company has built concrete residential complex, which is the first big concrete, was built in Japan. By that time, the first big concrete in America, which is Ingalls in Cincinnati, was built 14 years before. And it makes the Haqeemi building was a frontman of the new architectural era in Japan. The construction of the island was made by phase, which is the stage 1, is 6-storied house, phase 2, 9-storied house at the center of the island, and it was continued developing, and the total of the concrete houses is 30 units. Population of island was 835 people per hectare, and the residential area was 1,400 people per hectare, becoming the most populated place in the world. As nowadays, in Tokyo, there is 141 people per hectare. Can you imagine how populated that place was? Before 1957, the island needs to get supply of clean water from the mainland by using a ship. The island make a lot of profit. Unfortunately, Gonkanjima Island doesn't last until now. There are several factors of this place became abandoned place, which is the drastic economy development has forced the country to change the basis of national energy from coal to oil, as ecologically, the coal has declared as dirty fuel. Also in 1960, government stopped the coal mining, and a lot of coal mining was shut down around the country, and Gonkanjima is no exception. As a result, the government start to close the place, as they're no longer use for the country, as the coal mining is prohibited. Furthermore, the harsh climate, storm, earthquake and tsunami that wave 30 feet, and turning the streets into a rough river, has made people there suffer. In my opinion, there are some ideas that can used to avoid the island from being abandoned, which is, besides shutting down the island, government can improve the island by make a structure that symbolizes the island, and start building the warning alarm for the island. For the example, this is an alarm that used to warn people in danger of tsunami.
Atención, tsunami, evacuar, tsunami, evacuar a zona de seguridad. Atención, tsunami, evacuar, tsunami, evacuar a zona de seguridad.
By this alarm system, people on the island can evacuate as soon as possible. Government also may do improvement and R&D on the structure of the island to ensure that it resists from natural disaster, such as tsunami and earthquake. Government may hire the best engineer to design the building structure. As side income from the island, government also can build a museum and resort that may attract tourists to visit the island, because the island itself has its own attraction to the outer world nowadays.